Have you fallen down the cottage industry rabbit hole yet? Well, if not, buckle up, Alice, and click on over to the description in the show notes and sign up. Then you can get ready for the most fun induction into the cult of all things yarn and fiber. This will include, but not limited to, free yarn, free ebooks, patterns, coupons, and much more. You don't want to miss out.
You are listening to Crime, Coffee, and Crafts, a podcast featuring two crafty besties who love true crime and a good cup of joe.
Hey, amateur sleuths. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Heidi.
Woo!
Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hello. I like your shirt, dude.
Thank you.
Just wearing a Ghostbusters shirt, y'all.
And it's a Thrasher tank.
It's freaking awesome.
Gives us some
air conditioning.
Built-in air conditioning.
Woo! I'm sweating real bad today.
Yeah. Oh, outside. I'm gonna have to do chicken chores when I'm done with this.
I just did.
Yeah.
I went out there and had to go get water in 5-gallon buckets from the creek. Yeah.
That's a long distance. And you're huffing it.
It's like right there.
No, I know. It's
but when I walked, well, yeah, I have to like lift it up out of the creek. And
yeah.
Thankfully, I do that with my right arm.
Yeah. Because we got to give the left a break.
Yeah. While I was down there, though, I found either coyote or fox poop.
Oh, a little scat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thankfully, it was like a healthy looking poop, but you know.
Yeah.
It's always scary when I find like not healthy stuff.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So.
I
mean, it's a good place to live if you're a fox.
Yeah. There's a lot of good places down there.
A lot of food to eat.
Yeah. Let's just keep them away from your chickens now.
Exactly.
Yeah, buddy. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's hot. I'm drinking iced coffee because it's hot.
I think this is
hot coffee.
This is the first time I've seen Kristen drink iced coffee on the podcast.
It's giant.
That is huge.
I gotta stay awake all day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually why we need to get really nice new stickers.
I know, right?
Just a heads up, y'all, we're definitely looking into getting really nice stickers so you can put them on cups and stuff like that.
So they don't
wash them.
Wear away like my sticker on my phone case.
That's a bummer.
It's pretty good, but it's
not what we want. We want really nice.
We want good quality
vinyl or die cut somethings.
Mm-hmm. If anyone has any suggestions of good companies, we're willing to hear suggestions, but we are in the works. We're working on it.
We will do this.
Yes, but I am drinking my kind of everyday coffee. I got the Colombian Supremo Kirkland coffee.
Costco, baby. Costco.
Sometimes you gotta buy in bulk.
Dude, that's how I buy most of my coffee.
There's a lot of... I know, but I love the little small batches.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
but like for every day.
Fun, but everyday coffee, this is the one.
Yep.
That's the go-to. Art. I think it will speak more to our morbid clientele.
Oh.
It is. I did a gray acrylic painting, and I hand stitched embroidery floss into it's the back of a skull and vertebra.
Cool.
So I don't know if anyone will appreciate it, but the thread I made from different threads, so I could get the red and gray and white in there.
I just have to say, how could people not appreciate it?
I mean, it's a skull and vertebra.
Yeah. How many people do we know that collect those things?
Several.
Exactly.
So this is what I did.
That's freaking cool. I love it.
It's hard to see like the thread, I think.
I'll post pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, so it is.
It's cool.
From a distance, it looks like a jellyfish.
I like it because it's very like minimalistic, you know?
Yeah.
I love it.
But it speaks to me. So
that's what
anyways,
matters.
This is what size is this? I think it's like,
I don't know.
Where's my thingy?
12 by 18. 12 by 16. That's my guess.
14 by 11.
Damn
11
it.
by 14.
I was off a little.
It's an 11 by 14. And I made this gray shade. This is one of my favorite tones of gray.
I think I have 2 of them with that gray, and I love them.
Yes. It's one of my faves.
I'll have to bring those on the shows instead. Show
off. Your custom artwork that I did.
Hell yes. All right.
It's getting real, guys.
She's about
real heavy.
I think she's about to ruin us.
But first,
But first.
Oh, this is a good one. One thing about living in Santa Carla. Can I speak? Santa Carla.
The fuck?
Yeah. So one thing about living in Santa Carla, I never could stomach all the damn vampires. Name that movie.
I have no idea, dude.
Vampires, California Beach, 80s.
Santa Carla?
Yeah, I guess that's the town.
Really?
I always thought it was like Santa Monica
or Santa Monica.
Yeah, but I guess Santa Carla.
Maybe they accidentally put Santa Carla and not Santa Clara.
I don't know.
The Lost Boys.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
Now I have to look it up. I'm gonna look.
You're gonna get this one. This one's a good one.
I might not. You never know.
Well, if nobody knows this, now is a good time to learn. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
What is Norman Bates' hobby in the movie Psycho?
Killing people. Dressing up like his mom.
No, his actual hobby that he would do while he was sitting in the lobby waiting for people. He had an office.
Taxidermy?
Yes, there you go.
Ah,
yeah.
So gross.
So gross. I mean, taxidermy is not gross, especially these days when there's a lot of cool artists doing some cool stuff. But
it was Santa Carla in the movie, but it was based on Santa Cruz. That's why we're so fucked up.
Yeah, that's why.
Because in my head,
I was like, Santa Carla.
Like, we're like, that doesn't exist.
No.
It does not. That's why I was like, Santa Cruz?
Okay. In the 1984 movie Silent Night, Deadly Night, who does the murderer dress up as?
I never saw that. I don't even know what it is.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Never heard of it.
Silent Night, Holy Night.
Never heard of it.
Santa Claus.
It's a Santa movie?
The killer dresses up as Santa Claus.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
Yikes. There's a couple of cases I can think of, where one in particular I can think of where somebody actually did do that. But
Yeah.
what a douche canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
So many of
I had
them.
never heard of that movie, and now I have to look it up.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's any good.
I mean, it's 1984, so it's probably going to be campy.
Real campy. It could be real campy.
Yeah.
If anybody
Could
has
be a B
watched
movie.
it, please let us know. I like B movies though.
I do too. I mean, I was just talking about Bruce Campbell last night. Love him.
I told Ben we need to like make him a prosthetic
Chainsaw.
hand
Mm-hmm.
just for Halloween.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Here she goes. She's gonna wreck us now.
Trigger warnings. Murder by beating and by shooting. And gruesome murder aftermaths and disposal of bodies.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I'm not sure if anyone has really heard about this dude, but it is he's quite a doozy. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you
I'm scared.
the very heinous case of serial murderer named John High, also known as the acid bath murderer.
Oh God. Yee. Ugh. Ugh.
If things cause you to vomit, trigger warnings.
It takes a lot to get me to vomit. In fact,
So,
never have I ever in my entire life seen or smelled anything that has made me vomit. I know.
I only get motion sickness.
Yeah, but that's motion sickness. I get motion sickness too.
But I don't get nauseous from smells.
But like seeing stuff that's disgusting and smelling stuff, no, doesn't get me. I'm cool. I'm fine.
You would have been a great cop.
Too much school. And I'd have to have normal hair.
I know.
And I'd have to like not ever have tattoos. I knew I wanted to have tattoos that showed on my fingers and stuff, but I never got them.
I did, and then I got them removed.
But not having the
for my job.
It's too many rules for me. Let's just put it that way.
I know. Yeah.
You know.
I do know. I do.
Yeah.
But with the smell factor, it's good if you don't get sick from smells.
So if you're easily grossed out, basically like don't listen to this episode.
But listen, because you're
But also
curious.
listen
You want to listen.
Yes, we know you do.
know. It's not that gruesome.
Sure.
Mr. John, he was born July 24th, 1909.
That dude. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Going way back again.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was born in Lincolnshire, England. His parents were John and Emily, so he's a John. They were conservative Protestant Christians. And his father was also an engineer, and that is how they made their family money, because he was a smart man, did engineer work.
All right.
But they were very conservative, very religious. Um, and none of this says anything about him being an only child, but there's nothing brought up that he had siblings either.
Right.
So I think they were well to do. They had one son, and he ended up developing a talent for the piano.
Oh.
So he was a talented pianist, and he enjoyed going to concerts, and he enjoyed classical music.
Okay.
So very much symphonies and big to-do dramatic.
Not my jam, but
I enjoy some. It's not what I listen to regularly, but I enjoy it for the intellectual end of it.
yeah.
I know. I think a lot of it invokes feelings and meaning. And growing up, we listened to all those stories that had classical music in the background. Like they would do, shoot, what was it? Peter and the Wolf. If you've never heard it, it's pretty cool.
Nope.
Peter and the Wolf was one of them. And like to make the noises, you gotta, do the different
Right.
instruments.
That's
Anyways.
cool.
Yeah. So there's that. But he also grew up having religious nightmares as a kid. I don't know what that means.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, but because of his strict religious home and only being able to play the piano and do schoolwork, he was, I guess, just distraught.
Right.
He had issues. As a child, he was a choir boy at the Wakefield Cathedral, and after school, he apprenticed for a group of motor engineers, but he didn't want to do that job, so he looked and took jobs in advertising and insurance. He wanted to do business jobs where he was making money.
Right.
He didn't want to be an engineer. He didn't want to follow his dad's footsteps, so he went and got jobs, but at 21, he was fired from his current job for stealing cash from the business.
That's no good.
It's no bueno. You can't be stealing.
thieving.
Can't be thieving.
Nope.
Nope. In 1934, on July 6th, he married a woman named Beatrice Harner, who was 23 years old. His wife went by the name of Betty, but sadly and unfortunately, the marriage fell apart soon after. Lucky for Betty, though. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, yeah. She lucked out.
Yeah. She
Could
got
have
out of there.
ended differently, I'm sure.
For sure. And reports show that they just had a tough time. He was also jailed for fraud during this time, and she gave birth to a child while he was in prison, but gave the child up for adoption. And all
Okay.
we know is that it was a baby girl. Due to all of this, the dissolution of marriage, the prison time, and the child, his parents shunned him and ostracized him and no longer wanted to be
Wow.
part of his life.
Right.
So didn't care for him any longer, wanted nothing to do with him.
Understandable.
And in 1936, when John was released from prison, he had no ties to the town he was living in, so he decided to move to London. Which, if you're an up-and-coming, I want to make money dude, you got to go to the big cities.
Right.
And his first job in London was as a chauffeur to a wealthy owner of amusement arcades, and his name was William McSwan. I always want to say McSwain for some reason.
I mean, yeah.
Swan.
Swan.
McSwan.
So fancy.
Yes. So not only was John the chauffeur for him, but he also managed and took care of the arcade games.
Okay.
at the amusement places.
Nice. So he's got a double duty there.
Double duty with him. But after this employment, they never really say why he stopped working for him.
Mm-hmm.
Just that the employment ended, and he decided to pretend to be a salesman named William Adamson, and he traveled selling fraudulent stock shares.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So in these shares, he was telling people were from the estates of deceased clients.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. So he was running quite a scam. He was traveling a lot around those like he had different places he was going all over, and but someone became wise to this scam, and they realized that he was a petty scam artist and reported his dirty business.
Well, good.
They said, this man is scamming these people and we need him gone.
I like that.
Yeah. So he was given a 4-year prison sentence for fraud.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. I feel like he should have gotten a lot more for scamming like several people.
Yeah, but they don't really say like how much money and how many people, just that he had different cities he was doing this business in.
Right.
And it was providing him funds to continue living.
Right.
And because he was the chauffeur to that rich dude, he was seeing his lavish lifestyle and was trying to get that of his own.
Right.
He just didn't know how to do it.
Fake it till you make it.
Good way.
Except, yeah, he was a scoundrel.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So after his release from prison, he went on to continue scamming people out of their property and money. But because of his previous imprisonments, he said, the only reason I keep getting caught and getting thrown in prison is due to the fact that my victims are alive.
Oh God, he's one of those.
So he thought, I really want to make my money. I'm good at making friends, but I got to kill these people after I take their things. Or to take their things.
Right. Yeah.
He also, it's reported that he became fascinated by a murderer from France named Georges Alexandre Surratt.
All right.
They said he was fascinated with this murderer because of his use of sulfuric acid to dispose of his victims' bodies.
Okay.
John decided to experiment with sulfuric acid by using mice he found and watching how long it would take for the body of the mice to dissolve.
Okay. Practice makes perfect.
Right. So his experiments showed that the mice took 30 minutes to dissolve.
It's really fast.
Well, they're little bitty things.
I know, but still, that's still really fast.
Sulfuric acid is not anything to mess around with.
Yeah, I know. It's scary shit.
Yeah. So, armed with these new ideas of how he wanted to proceed with his scamming, fraudulent, fancy lifestyle, on September 6th, 1944, he ran into that old boss, Mr. McSwan.
All right.
They were hanging out and having drinks, and he just decided that he would lure him into the basement of his workshop.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So while there, John hit his first victim over the head with a lead pipe. He died. And he then put him in a 40-gallon drum filled with sulfuric acid.
Okay, but did he get the money first?
Didn't need to, because so 2 days later, he went back to check on the body, and it had mostly dissolved. So he said, well, this guy's mostly just sludge now, and I will dump him down the manhole into the sewer system.
Okay.
So I feel like he should have taken a couple more days, but
Probably.
apparently he was rushed. I don't know. He just seemed to think that 2 days was enough for his bodies.
Maybe he panicked.
There's nothing there. Like, so he knew his old boss's parents.
Oh.
So he went and told told McSwan's parents that he had left the area and was in hiding to avoid being picked by the draft to go to World War II and fight.
Right.
So during this time, the parents allowed him to move in to the home while he was away.
Right.
And ended up working for the parents and would collect money from their renters and people. So he would collect money for the parents.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Right. So then, because the war was coming to an end, McSwan's parents were like, hey, this is really weird. Our son has not come home yet. He should be coming home now. So he felt pressured to take the parents and lure them into his workshop basement.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Since he got nervous, July 2nd, 1945, he convinced the parents to meet him at the workshop, saying their son was coming home and it was going to be a surprise visit. And so meet him here at the workshop. Instead, he killed them by beating them over the head and disposing of their bodies in a 40-gallon drum of sulfuric acid.
Damn.
He stole pension checks from his old boss and sold the parents' properties. He forged their names for only 8,000 pounds.
I mean, for that time, though.
Yeah, it was pretty good money.
Yeah.
Apparently, it afforded him to move out of the area and go to the Onslow Court Hotel in Kensington.
Okay.
So he went on his way. But about 2 years later, his money was running out. And he liked to spend money. And he needed more.
He was living large.
Yeah. So he thought that he needed to steal some more. So he decided to find another couple to swindle and kill and rob. The couple was named Archibald and Rose Henderson. Oh. And he conned them into thinking that he was interested in a house that they were selling. And then they became friends and invited him to their new housewarming party to play the piano. I don't know how it came up or what happened, but
interesting.
They did that, and for a while, they were just friends. But while he was in the home for that housewarming party, he stole Archibald's revolver.
Oh boy.
Because he planned to use it in the commission of his next murder.
Yikes.
Yeah. February 12th, 1948. He drove Archibald with him to his workshop.
Fuck a duck.
Yeah. He distracted him and then shot him in his head with his own revolver.
That's fucked up. That's like extra fucked up.
Sinister.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna just kill you with your own gun.
Oh, but it gets worse.
Oh boy.
He then contacted Rose, the wife, and said, "Hey, your husband's feeling ill. Can you meet us at my workshop and help me?"
Oh boy.
So she got there. He shot her.
Okay, I have questions. Where's his
Yes.
workshop exactly?
The workshop, he had one in the same, it's in the same town-ish.
I just wonder, like, does he not have neighbors nearby that can hear the gun?
It was in a basement. So it wasn't like,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe it had a silencer?
I mean,
It was the
I
40s.
guess depending on the gun, it might not be that loud. And like maybe the building is just such thick walls.
Yeah, I don't know. I did have a picture of the workshop.
Okay.
I sent it.
Sweet.
Not much is said about it. Yeah, because he was just able to keep going and killing people.
Right.
But it's weird. So he then decided to dispose of the bodies the same way as the McSwan family,
Okay.
by dumping their bodies into oil drums filled with sulfuric acid. He then forged signatures and sold all of their belongings for £8,000. Now, I'm not sure. Some places say it was £4,000 for the first family and then £8,000. So I don't. There could be differing amounts of money there, but he did, however, decide to keep their car and their dog.
The fuck?
I guess so he could get around town better and have a companion.
I guess. I mean, as long as he treated the dog nice.
Yeah, nothing is said about the dog.
Well, that's good.
Just that he kept it. John's supposed last victim was a 69-year-old widow named Olive Duran Deacon. She was also a long-term resident of the hotel where John stayed frequently, that Onslow Court Hotel.
Okay.
Somehow they had become friends, and he passed himself off as an engineer. And she had some bright idea of artificial fingernails. And
Nice.
she wanted to talk about her artificial fingernails project.
Well,
so John said, "Well, hey, I'm an engineer. Let's go create these nails."
nice.
Not so nice for a 69-year-old widow who was lured to the workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they went February 18th, 1949, showed up, and John shot her in the back of the neck with the stolen revolver from the Hendersons.
Okay.
He stripped her of all of her belongings and jewelry and dumped her into a vat of sulfuric acid to be disposed of. So that's a whole year after he disposed of the other.
Okay.
Because
I'm going to look up how loud is a revolver. It's amazing to me.
I know, it seems crazy.
I mean, if it's a 22.
I think it was a 38 Weebly.
Oh, okay. Let me check that out. Do. Let's see.
I don't know why I didn't put it in there, but I think that's what it was.
I mean, it might not be that loud.
They never said anything about,
Yeah, I
Pillow,
feel.
like he could silence it with a pillow or something. Too.
Yeah, I mean, probable.
I don't know. Maybe he
Yeah.
wasn't that smart.
Who knows?
Uh, but anyways, so she didn't have much on her, and I guess he didn't have enough time to deal with her other belongings at the hotel. Because 2 days later, her friend Constance Lane had reported her missing.
Oh,
So John only received 110 pounds from the coat and the jewelry that was on her person. So he didn't have any time to go and forge anything to get her property and sell it.
right.
John's idea of the sulfuric acid being the only way to perfectly get rid of evidence was flawed because he never thought that the sludge he was throwing down the drains or in the backyard would still have forensic evidence.
Oh, shit.
Like I said, I think he did enough research, like he did the minimal research, but not the full research, because it's now, somehow it led to the workshop. I think it's because of Constance, because he killed somebody that was in their same building that he had been seen with, and that she probably told her friend, hey, I'm going to go with John, old boy over here.
Right. Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So sulfuric acid cannot do away with everything. There's dentures, small bones, a foot, and gallbladder were all discovered from the forensic team that sifted through the nasty sludge that was left over. Luckily, the forensic team was smart enough to wear rubber gloves and protect their arms with Vaseline so they wouldn't get burned from the acid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That would be so scary, though.
I mean, this is the 40s.
Putting Vaseline on just to dip your arm in fucking sulfuric acid? No thanks.
Ugh. No, I would need some heavier duty gloves.
I would need like all the way up to here gloves.
Like, cow like insemination.
Like a whole body condom.
They do have those, by the way.
I know.
So in the sludge, all in total, when they got done sifting through it, was 28 pounds of human body fat, 3 faceted gallstones, part of a left foot, 18 fragments of human bone, upper and lower dentures intact, which was from his last victim.
Okay.
They found a handle of a red plastic bag and a lipstick container.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So John never fathomed that all of this would be linked back to him, because as far as he was concerned, if you have no bodies, you have no crime, and therefore you have no punishment.
Yeah, he was wrong.
Yeah. Another interesting tidbit that comes up frequently is that he would drink a cup of their blood after he killed them.
Ugh.
So he was also thought of as a vampire.
Oh, right.
But really, it was just the mode of disposal of bodies that garnered him his fantastic title.
Yeah.
John was arrested. He was put on trial for the 6 murders, and John he tried to plead insanity, claiming that because he had drunk the blood of his victims, he was having religious nightmares come back.
Yikes.
And that all started happening when he got in a car accident in 1944, before he started killing. So he's coming up with quite a ruse. And he said, I saw before me a forest of crucifixes, which gradually turned into trees. At first, there appeared to be dew or rain dripping from the branches, but as I approached, I realized it was blood. The whole forest began to writhe, and the trees, dark and direct, to ooze blood. A man went from each tree catching the blood. When the cup was full, he approached me. "Drink," he said, but I was unable to move.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
His brain is very interesting.
Yes. But thankfully, however, it only took minutes for the jury to find him guilty of all charges and not found insane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The judge sentenced him to death by execution, and he was executed on August 10th, 1949. At the time for execution, there was hanging.
I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He was hanged.
I wonder how long it took him to die, though.
I know. The trial was short, his execution was short, but I guarantee it was painful.
Yeah. Well, if the execution was
The
short,
hanging.
maybe
Well, I just mean like the whole.
but they might have done it
process was
properly.
short,
You know what I mean? They might have actually done it properly and snapped his neck.
unlike
My
lady.
case, where
Yeah.
they like pretty much purposely didn't do it right, so that it
Correct.
took forever.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not
Ugh.
cool, man. Not cool.
Yikes.
I believe I'll have to do a story on him, but the George Alexandre Surratt was executed.
Yes.
He was executed, but by guillotine.
Holy shiza. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need to research that one.
Yep, he's going on my list.
Oh yeah.
I've got this.
Every time we're researching anything, we're like, oh, I found this one and this one and this one.
Yep.
So yeah.
So
that was gruesome.
Yeah, there's also a movie named A is for Acid, which is a story based on his life and the murders. It's a British film, but I think it's on, I don't remember, Netflix or.
I'll look for it. Yeah, that sounds interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's streaming somewhere.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Word up.
So, whew.
Y'all.
So his motive, if nobody guessed it, he was not
crazy.
No, and he was there for profit. He wanted to
he did
make
it for
some money. He wanted to make money, which a lot of people do. A lot of people commit crimes for money.
Okay. Fun story.
Yes.
Not really.
Tell me.
So where Ben used to work when we lived in California,
mm-hmm.
the father of the woman who owned the property was staying on the property as well, and him and Ben did not get along. I'm not going to say his name or anything because he's a shithead. About a year later, after him and Ben kind of had words, I think it was the FBI stormed the property and arrested this dude on like a Ponzi scheme. He was swindling elderly people, and this guy was an older guy. He was swindling elderly people out of their money with fake like businesses, basically fake investments into like car washes and shit like that,
right?
And just taking their money and leaving. But yeah,
creep.
But he had like 100 and something counts.
Jeez Louise.
I was like, he's never gonna see the light of day again.
No, that's a lot of people to swindle.
Yeah, I'd be pissed. Like, these people worked so hard their whole lives.
A lot of them
save up that retirement money, and it's gone. Just like that because of him, and they're never gonna get it back.
No, we can't.
It's sad.
Awful.
So what did we learn? Don't be like that guy.
Don't be a shit. Go earn your money.
Yeah, get a real
right
job.
way. Go work hard for your money.
Yeah, even if it's like
So I work hard
walking-
for the money.
walking dogs, being a police officer, being a grocery store checkout person, like do a real job.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there,
There's
and
a
a lot
lot.
of people are hiring because people don't want to work right now. for some
Well,
reason.
People want to get what they're worth is the
Yeah.
real reason, and it's paying off finally at some places. So
Yeah.
that's exciting for a lot of
Just
people.
stay focused and stay
Yeah.
positive. Things will get better.
Make that money.
I'll make that money.
Yes. All right. Is that all we got?
I think so.
All right.
I think it is.
Well, I'm going to finish my liquid IV because that's what I'm drinking right now.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna finish my iced coffee and go be a
Go swim.
parent.
You
Oh,
should go
I gotta clean.
No, that sounds. You should go swimming first. I'm just saying. All right. Till next time, y'all. Check out our website. Ta-ta.
For now.
Thanks for listening to Crime, Coffee, and Crafts. If you love our podcast, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. This helps us more than you know. If you really love us and want to support us, go to our website at www.crimecoffeeandcrafts.com. From there, you can join our Patreon, shop our merch, and find us on social media.